So what you're going to want to do I want to take some time today and think about how to write your letter to your representative and go over how to do that. Everything is under Unit 1, and then go down to the Letter to Politician link at the bottom. And in there's a couple things you want to notice, and that is, of course, the class materials, easy bib, and how to find your representative. With the Find Your Representative link, if you put in your zip code, which side tech is 17101, and hit enter, you will see everyone from the president down to your school board and city commissioners and things. So everything's here, and the governor and everyone in between. So you want to decide who you want to write to. That's up to you. So, you know, I say go more local. Your city and your state are better choices than the federal government because there's so much they have to do. As far as, let me just talk a little bit because I see it here, the business letter format, and you may notice that's upside down, but if you open it in Adobe, you will see that it actually can flip around, and this is going to be your template. And to turn everything around, it takes a little while for my Adobe to start. But once it does, you will see that you see the spacing here, and it is upside down, but you will see that it flips. Oh, here we go. And just go to View, Clockwise Rotation, View, Clockwise Rotation. So you see here, this is everything you need with the spacing. You'll see there's little numbers like 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. Notice that we're going to line everything to the left. Notice up here that you're going to put your address and the date, followed by the address of the representative, your salutation, your complimentary closing, and all the information in between. This is going to be a 5 paragraph letter that we're going to think about. And everything's in the Google materials. This is the assignment here that we're also going to think about right here. Remember, you're picking one of the issues here that we've gone over in class. You will need 6 pieces of data. You will need to cite everything. This is a bunch of information on suggested steps. This is your rubric. Remember, you do need 6 pieces of data, and that must be cited properly using footnotes, and I'll talk more about that. You want to explain that evidence too and how it supports your argument, and you can write in first person. This is your opinion. This will be a type 5 writing with multiple drafts, so you'll need to put in all the good writing conventions and then the business letter format that I just showed you. Okay, with that, you'll notice here there is a PowerPoint in here that goes over stuff. I don't like this business letter format as well as the other one, but it is good to have in here where it does tell you what to do with your city, state, and name, the date with the name of the month, name of the month, like October 7th, 1984, comma, and the year, well, would be the year. And then your inside address. This is your address, city, state, and zip. If you want to use side text address, you can, but it's better to use your own. Oh, I'm sorry, the inside address, and that's going to be the representative's name. Notice you don't put your name up here, you just put your address. You are going to put their name, their street address, cities, and zip. These are examples of how you will address, and again, you go to that website to find their address. Dear Sir Madhav, or Representative de Blasio, and so on. Introductory paragraph, and just keep everything to the point. And make sure that you keep it short and to the point, the purpose you're writing, and so on. And then with your supporting sentences, your topic sentence, you're going to put your supporting sentences in there with the data, the specific evidence from class materials. So if you think about the assignment, if we're talking about, you know, government's response to natural disasters, you'll want to cite the Levy's notes, or you'll want to go to the PowerPoint that has the polls about how people felt that the government responded during Katrina. If we're talking about voting problems and voter disenfranchisement, we're talking about the information surrounding American blackout. Also, I did the lecture on voter disenfranchisement and history. And don't forget, if you go to the links on my website, everything's in there organized as well. Affirmative action, We did the Adirond article, we did the Rooney Rule, we did other things about that, including the University of Michigan cases. Racial profiling, you did a debate, so you have all the information there related to the pro and con articles. And then finally, the healthcare issue. Remember, we did the PowerPoint and we looked at sicko. The PowerPoint is on my website. The source for the notes that you took is at the bottom of the slides. But back to this real quick. In your conclusion, remember, you don't want to introduce a completely new topic, restate your main idea, or apologize for what you're asking. And you do want to end by either restating your main ideas in a conclusion or indirectly kind of make some recommendations, like I look forward to hearing from you on this matter, or I'm hoping that you will support the upcoming bill that will address my concerns. And then you want to have your complimentary closing by hitting enter twice and say something like yours truly or sincerely or best wishes, and then footnoting. So at this time, let me show you the student work. This is a good letter from a student, and notice that they footnoted here. For example, here's their data, and then they have the period quote and then a footnote where they're doing all this. Now, with Microsoft Word, and let me launch my Word and I'll come back to that, you're going to put a footnote in, and it didn't really transfer well into the Google Drive because it looks like a big one. It's actually going to become a little exponent, and I'll show you that in a moment when my Word comes up. Okay. With mine, you're going to do insert footnote. Yours is reference and insert footnote, not insert, because I have an older version. And then what you want to do is insert a footnote, and it's going to make a little, pull this over. Okay. Makes a little, sorry about that. Yeah, it makes a little exponent there. So your data is going to be, so if you're typing along your data, you know, you're going to come up with a, like there. And then you have your period, you type your data in your period, and then it's going to make a footnote down here. And then you're going to paste your works cited link that you put there. So that's how you footnote. I hope you understand. See me for information with that, if you want more information, rather. Okay. And then for every piece of data that they have listed here, they're listing a new source. So they have 1, 2, 3 here, and then they're typing along. And every time they put their data in, they're just hitting the insert footnote. It's putting it at the bottom down here. And they're explaining their data, and then they're citing new data, and it puts it right down at the bottom. You can just type along, and it'll keep the citation within on that page. Okay. Anything else? Let's see. Oh, okay. Remember, you can paraphrase like this. Pull this back over a little bit. Okay. Paraphrase like this, or you're going to quote directly. Either way, you have that footnote with the cited data here. That's going to go at the bottom. It's going to bump you word to word, bump you right down. Okay. So there's that, and then see what else. Okay, I think we're pretty good. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I hope you will be successful. We will send this at the end. If you wish to send, that's up to you for extra credit, and we're going to go through these drafts and get them straight. I'll be collecting your second draft and editing it. That's all for now. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.